Title: The Fairy Who Loved Basketball. Once upon a time, in a shimmering forest called Glimmerglen, there lived a tiny fairy named Lila. While most fairies spent their days sprinkling dew on flowers or painting rainbows, Lila dreamed of something different: basketball.
She adored the sound of the ball bouncing, the thrill of a perfect shot, and the way teamwork felt like magic.
But in Glimmerglen, basketball was a game played only by the woodland creatures: squirrels, rabbits, and even the occasional bear. Fairies were thought to be too delicate, too small, and too unserious for such a sport. But Lila didn't care. Every dawn, she'd sneak away to an old oak tree hollow, where she'd practice dribbling acorns and shooting them through a hoop made of woven vines. Her wings hummed with determination, and her laughter echoed like wind chimes whenever she scored.
The secret dream.
One morning, as Lila practiced her fadeaway shot, a grumpy old owl named Ollie swooped down.
Ho ho.
"What's a fairy doing with a ball?" he hooted, his feathers puffed in disapproval.
"I'm training for the Great Forest Championship,"
Lila declared, tossing an acorn through the hoop.
Swish.
Ollie nearly fell off his branch laughing.
"A fairy in the championship?
The teams are made of wolves, foxes, and badgers.
You're no bigger than a dandelion fluff."
Lila crossed her arms. "Size doesn't matter. Magic does." "Magic won't help you against claws and fangs," Ollie muttered before flying off. Lila's glow dimmed, but only for a moment. She fluttered to the forest's edge, where a weathered poster hung.
"Great Forest Basketball Championship. Open to all creatures. Grand Prix. The Golden Acorn Trophy Plus one wish granted by the Forest Guardian."
One wish. Lila's heart raced. If she won, she could ask for anything, even a world where fairies were respected as athletes.
The unlikely team.
The next day, Lila marched to the sign-up clearing. A crowd of creatures snickered as she approached the registration table, manned by a stern moose.
Name. The moose grunted. Lila Twinkling. Team name. The Stardust Sparks. The moose snorted.
"You need 4 players to qualify. Where's your team?" Lila's wings drooped. She hadn't thought of that. Just then, a squeaky voice chirped, "I'll join." A small, freckled gnome named Pip popped out of a mushroom. "I've always wanted to play." "Me too," said a shy, speedy firefly named Blaze. "And me," rumbled a gentle giant of a creature, a baby unicorn named Starhoof, whose hooves sparkled with stardust. The moose rolled his eyes but stamped their application. Team Stardust Sparks, approved. Magic versus muscle. The Stardust Sparks' first practice was a disaster. Pip kept tripping over his oversized shoes, Blaze zipped around too fast to catch the ball, and Starhoof accidentally levitated the hoop into a tree. Lila sighed. "We need a plan." That night, she gathered her team under the moon. "We're smaller, but we're cleverer," she said. "Pip, your gnome strength can block anyone."
"Blatze, use your speed to steal the ball."
"Starhoof, your magic can confuse the opponents."
"And me? I'll fly."
They practiced tirelessly. Lila used her wings to hover for rebounds, Pip built a tower of rocks to defend the hoop, Blaze became a blur on defense, and Starhoof learned to cast illusions, making 3 balls appear when there was only 1.
The tournament begins. On the day of the championship, the arena buzzed with creatures.
The first match was against the Timberwolves, a team of snarling wolves with razor-sharp passes. "Fairies don't belong here," growled the alpha wolf, snapping his teeth. Lila grinned.
"Let's dazzle them." The game began.
The wolves charged, but Pip stood firm, blocking their shots like a boulder. Blaze zipped in, stole the ball, and passed to Lila, who soared above the pack and scored. The crowd gasped. Starhoof's illusions maddened the wolves. They chased fake balls while the Sparks scored.
The final showdown.
After defeating teams of bears, foxes, and even a sneaky raccoon squad, the Sparks faced the reigning champions, the Thunderhooves, a team of mighty deer with antlers like battering rams.
The deer laukhet.
"Your little tricks won't work on us."
The game was fierce.
The Thunderhooves slammed into Starhoof, swatted Blaze aside, and blocked Pip's every move. By halftime, the Sparks trailed 30-12. Lila huddled her team. "We need one last trick." She sprinkled fairy dust on the ball. "This'll make it glow, but it'll only last 60 seconds. In the final quarter, Lila hurled the glowing ball to Blaze, who streaked across the court like a comet. Pip set a screen with a mushroom explosion, and Starhoof cast an illusion of a blinding sun. As the deer stumbled, Lila caught the ball midair, spun in a glittering pirouette, and shot.
Swish. The buzzer blared. Sparks 51, Thunderhoves 50. Epilog, A wish come true.
The crowd erupted.
The forest guardian, a towering tree spirit, awarded Lila the golden acorn. Your wish, little one.
Lila smiled at her team. I wish for a forest where everyone can play, no matter how small or different. From that day on, Glimmerglen's basketball courts buzzed with fairies, gnomes, and creatures of all sizes. Lila became a legend, proving that courage, creativity, and a little magic could make even the biggest dreams come true.
The end.
Moral: your differences are your superpowers, and teamwork turns ordinary into extraordinary.
If you like this magical adventure, please leave a like and subscribe for more, share it with a friend who also loves magical stories, and remember, the magic of stories lives within you. See you next time, see you on the next magical adventure. Bye. Bye.